An update this hour on a developing story out of the Laurentians area of Quebec. The Canadian Armed Forces search for a missing helicopter is back on this morning. It was shut down by bad weather yesterday. A military spokesperson is telling us at CBC News that both a Hercules search plane and a Griffon chopper are taking part in the operation. The missing helicopter, we're now hearing, departed from Rouyn-Noranda at around 10:30 in the morning yesterday. No passengers on board. It was scheduled to arrive in Montreal at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The last time the pilot reported anything was over Mont-Laurier in the northwest part of the province. So that is the latest information we have so far. ATVs as well involved in the search. We're going to bring you more detail as soon as further information is available. And a developing story out of Kingston, Ontario this morning, a violent and frightening incident that put the city's major hospital on lockdown last night. Let's go to Megan Fitzpatrick with more on what began in a prisoner, Megan, who was getting some treatment and moved over there from Millhaven. What happened?
Yeah, Heather, things are back to normal this morning at the hospital, but it was a frightening scene last evening when this incident unfolded. It started around 6 p.m. at Kingston General Hospital in the emergency department, and an offender that was in the custody of the Correctional Service of Canada was there getting treatment, and somehow he was able to grab the firearm of one of the guards and fire off 2 shots. And we know that a fellow patient who was just one curtain over was struck, and he suffered serious but not life-threatening injuries. We don't have any further details on exactly what the nature of the injuries were, but again, non-life-threatening injuries. The offender was then restrained by the corrections officers along with hospital security staff, and he wasn't able to get any more shots off. And then Kingston police quickly arrived. They arrested the man and brought him to police headquarters. They say, the Kingston police, that they are working with the Correctional Service of Canada, and they'll release further details about this incident today. The hospital, meanwhile, has put out a statement as well, describing what happened in the emergency department, saying that they did immediately go on lockdown, that they then followed their procedures. It's called a code silver when someone with a firearm is in the hospital and police presence is required. The hospital saying they have now brought in social workers, Heather, as well as representatives from the Employee Assistance Program to help staff, patients, their families with counseling if they need it because of this frightening incident. The hospital also praising their doctors and their staff for acting professionally and continuing to provide patient care throughout this disturbing incident. And the hospital saying they plan to do a full debrief with hospital administrators, leaders, and staff to review the incident. So potentially they'll be looking at their procedures, trying to see if there are any changes that need to be made, any additional security protocols once that review is done. So we're expecting further details from the hospital potentially today and the police as to exactly how this incident happened, any further details, and perhaps further charges laid against this man who has been arrested.
Megan, thank you very much. Megan Fitzpatrick with that developing story.